Cheers and enjoy the show. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg.
Too much.
So much going on this week.
So much happy houring.
So much good timing it.
So many happy hours.
So much networking and good timing it and beverages.
It's rough.
So rough.
It's a rough life.
I am freaking exhausted though, dude. I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hola, Julia.
Hola, Julia.
Hola.
That sounded really weird.
Yeah. Welcome to The Bar's Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg, and that's Beth.
Hello.
Beth's been happy houring
Every night this week.
every night this week because it's work. It's work
It's
related.
networking.
So she's working.
I'm basically working.
She's a corporate girl.
I'm a working
Doing
corporate girl this week.
Corporate things.
I had to get up at a regular morning hour.
Were you able to use your corporate card?
No, I don't have one. I'm sure I probably had one at some point.
Was somebody
but
paying for your dinners?
Yeah.
For these?
my boss's boss.
Oh, nice.
But I had to get up at like, you guys have to
6?
understand. I get up at 7:55 to be at work at 8 o'clock. Literally, I do my first hour of work in my
And she hasn't even
PJs.
brushed your teeth. usually.
Haven't brushed my teeth. I've washed my face, but not brush my teeth or my hair normally. This week, my alarm has been going off at 6:45. I've had to put makeup on and make sure I didn't have bedhead as I left the house with real working people clothes
And hairspray in her hair.
and shoes. My feet hate me right now.
Like what kind of shoes?
Well, yesterday I wore heels,
Like proper heels?
like wedges, like good,
like a
decent.
wedge.
It's bitch. You wear them and tell me how it feels.
I wear Vans to work.
So but today I wore flats, but even the flats, by the end of the day, I was like, my feet hate me right now.
Julia asked, so y'all gonna fly out to Washington for Ronan's birthday? First birthday?
Oh,
Hey.
when is that?
It's coming up. It's coming up pretty quick here.
Here's what we need. We need an indefinite supply of money so we can just travel.
But we also need an event planner to manage our lives.
and a house sitter.
And a house sitter. But send me the details. See if we can make it work.
I mean, it's hard because we are going to a wedding in North
Mhm.
Carolina and New Hampshire in June.
Yep.
Plus, you want to go to Phoenix
and
at
we go
some
to
point
Breckenridge
this year.
next week.
We go to Breckenridge next Friday. It's like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching,
Whatever.
cha-ching,
You make
cha-ching.
money, you gotta spend it
cha-ching.
some way. Might as well do it with friends.
I mean, absolutely. If you got to spend it, may as well enjoy it.
What's up, MC? Right on, dude.
But
Cheers.
Yeah. So
Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. Ugh, this hump day is earned.
it was funny because I'm at this. So I'll tell more about it later.
We'll
But
talk about it now. I don't care.
I'm doing these work things for this week, right?
For
So
these
I'm
work
actually going
people?
into the office and
Yeah.
and
Alex,
every
what's
night
up?
there's been some event, and then after the event, everybody continues going out, right?
Yeah.
So
Dude, that's the one thing about, corporate life, when people travel, and we used to do it too.
they want
we,
to party like it's
so
1999.
now we live where the home office is.
Right.
So we don't do it as much.
hardly ever.
Like we both just got back from a happy hour, 2 separate ones,
Right.
30 minutes ago, 25
Right.
minutes ago,
And
something like that. That's why we're a couple
so
minutes late.
they were like,
Everybody
because I don't
parties.
normally drink on Wednesdays,
Right.
right? And they're like, "Are you gonna keep drinking?" And I was like, "I mean, I started. Why would I stop? I
Right.
mean, that doesn't make
I
any
mean-
sense because then I'll just fall asleep."
Do you have to go back in tomorrow?
I told my boss I was not going in tomorrow.
And she was fine with that.
I said if I did go in, it wouldn't be till later in the afternoon, and by then I wouldn't be able to get seats around them anyways. So what's the point?
So what's the point?
So I am going to see my team for lunch on Friday before everybody heads out.
Nice.
We're going to go to Perry's and do the pork chops thing.
Everybody that people that I was hanging out with tonight are leaving tomorrow.
Yeah, most of my people aren't leaving till Friday.
Yeah.
So gonna do lunch with them on Friday, but
But
not.
it is a fucking thing. Corporate people that fly that
The
like
people
travel,
that travel for work, they're like, "Let's go."
dude, they're away from their
I
families.
ain't got no
and
kids,
shit.
no
Yeah.
spouses, no
It's on
pets.
the corporate
Let's
dime.
go.
Dinners on the
Well,
corporate
dinners
dime.
are, but not the after.
No, not the
not the
alcohol.
nightlife
Not with
afterwards.
ours. Not the yeah. But they just
Well, and it's funny because
We
they
used
all
to do
know whiskey's my thing. And
Oh,
today
really?
I was trying to give somebody something phonetically, and I was like, W, W, W. Oh my gosh, I can't remember what W. And they're like, "Hello, whiskey girl, it's whiskey." And I was like, "Oh man, I'm so embarrassed.
fail.
I'm so embarrassed." And they all started laughing. But so yeah, so I mean, I have
good.
had two
You did
13
Top
plus
Golf.
hour Top Golf on Monday.
Yep, Top Golf,
with-
and no, you didn't do drinks.
I
You stayed
didn't do drinks because it didn't work out that night,
Yeah.
but I still didn't get home till like 6 o'clock.
Oh,
And then went into the office, was there by 8 and didn't get home last night till 9.
yep. After drinks.
Left the
dinner.
house at 8 again today and got home at 7:30. So the dogs looked at me like, what?
Do you live here anymore?
You just abandon us? I mean, what about your responsibilities? And I'm like, well, my responsibilities are to bring in money so that I can actually give you what you need.
They aren't actual human kids.
Oh, no, they looked at me and I understood them.
No, they don't. No.
And then they went like, we don't like you anymore. Dad's our favorite.
And they
right
just
now."
walked off.
Dad's our favorite because
They
he was
flipped
here
you the
last
paw.
night. He was here Monday night. He was here last
They
night. And he
flipped
was
the
here
paw.
till noon. They didn't even do that. They just did the,
Nah.
but yeah. So
Well, that's fun.
It is fun, but I'm going to
Good-
continue
Good
drinking.
connecting.
Not much more after the show because I still got to get up and do my job in the morning.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know,
that's all right.
more than I do on a normal Wednesday when it's not PTO Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
You gotta taper yourself off.
you know.
We'll get crazy. Yeah.
And I just got to say, Julia Magulia.
Julie Magulia.
Magulia.
Mm.
Hello,
that's
bar.
good.
Alex said, hello, bar goers. And it's weird because I was proud of myself because I'm not a huge going outer. Like my jam is staying home, right? and
You
drinking with
normally
my friends.
complain about it.
I have been living the high life these last few days, and I'm like, just embrace what you got to do anyways and have some fun. So it has been quite a good time. Lots of giggles. And holy crap, we're loud. We're all people.
Because you're all women.
No, there's a bunch of guys too. We're about
guys,
half and half.
Guys are like sitting in the
No,
back.
we were at dinner tonight to a place I'd never been
Whoa.
before that I brought dinner home for you. It's really good.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
And Brenda and I were sitting by each other because we decided to sit by each other since I won't be able to stay out late tonight. And she was like, holy shit, we're so loud. Do you think it's us or the room? I was like, I think it's a little both.
The echo in the room.
There was probably a little bit of an echo, but you've got 20 extroverts. You know, and so the decibel was really loud. Like at one point I was like talking to somebody that was like across the table too.
Was it really just a bunch of cackling ladies?
No. First of all, what's a cackling lady?
I don't know, but it
Exactly.
sounds like a good word to use in that scenario.
So they were like talking to me and I was like,
Because I know, like, I know.
I literally go, text it to me.
Because it's one of those things. It's like your volume goes up, their volume goes up. Their volume, yeah, and it escalates.
And then you do that with 20 to 25 people.
and you're yelling at each other before the end of it.
Our waiter did a great job. I was very impressed with him because there was a lot of us. And again, dinner was paid for, but we have to pay for our own drinks. And so not
So you
only
have
is he trying,
80,000 bills.
not only is he trying to take our order, take drink orders over and over again, put our food out, take more drink
What'd you get
orders.
to drink?
Tito's and tonic. And I got a free one because they
Nice.
accidentally made me 2.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
So I got one at the bar. That one was a double shot.
Oh,
I was like, I'll probably only have the one.
yeah.
And then I finished it and he was like, I was like, can I get another just tall? And he brought it to me. And then 5 minutes later, he brought me, he goes, I don't know why the bartender made another one, but here you go on the
Oh.
house. And I looked at him, I go, please tell me they're not double shots because that's not.
Probably.
No, they were single shots. Thank
Ah.
goodness. So, I mean, I basically had 2 doubles if you think about it. So I had
Fair.
a double and a single and a single. I only drank half of the other one. They got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
They had another big party coming.
Oh,
and
I was like, goddamn, who did what?
We were in the room.
I was like, whoa,
yeah,
whoa,
no,
whoa,
it
we
wasn't
need to hear
quite
about
that
this.
juicy. Wasn't that quite that juicy?
Yeah, it is the Brosman, Alex Chichov in the house.
What?
Wah, 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 wah.
What's up with you with that lately?
The ham horn?
I can't even do it. How's it go?
Wah, 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 wah.
Wah, 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 wah.
Kind of like that.
No, I don't think that's
I'm
how it goes.
pretty much certified
Deaf?
deaf at this point because
You
this
still can't hear?
fucking cold, I might as well be underwater.
And you tested again for COVID and negative
I literally tested this morning, so I was like, I'm either dying
or dying.
or dying. And
You're either dying from a cold or
it's-
dying from COVID, but
it's the same. Like if I put my hands over my ears, it's literally the same.
you have been quite sweet and sleeping on the couch the last couple nights because you knew I had big long days with early mornings and you cough about halfway through the night. I mean, you cough
Coughed
half
like
the night.
800 times.
You cough half the night away, I
Dude,
should say.
Whatever this bullshit is here in
You know,
Texas.
Brenna and I were talking about
is
that. 'Cause
killing
she
us.
almost exactly got a cold, got antibiotics, was getting over it, and relapsed, and it came back twice as bad
Yeah,
and stayed twice
exactly-
as long.
yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh,
It's been a
that's
month
Greg.
and a half.
That's Greg.
I'm going to the doctors again tomorrow.
It's not quite been a month and a half. It's been about a month.
Feels like a month and a half.
Feels like probably longer than that.
Fuck,
I mean, I know it feels longer than that for me because I just keep hearing you bitch about your ears.
Nice womb. Greg's not deaf. Sound goes over him. That's awesome.
That's perfect. All right,
to
cheers
that one.
again.
All right, cheers.
That one deserves a cheers.
We'll
'cause
jump
it
into
was
some stories here. I
hilarious.
got some fun ones.
Hilarious.
I definitely got some fun stories for tonight. This one, I don't know if it's fun or if it's just like, what the fuck? You know
If
how,
it's fun or if it fun?
yeah, I've got a couple of those tonight. So, you know how the neighbor kids like to go to those trampoline parks?
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
So-
they're yes.
The
but they're-
trampoline parks where it's all
They're
like
stores.
trampolines.
It's inside.
Yeah.
Inside.
It's like trampoline
parks.
all over the place.
Trampoline gyms.
Gypped, whatever they're called.
Meow meow.
Oh, he's over there chilling.
Meow.
But you know they're inherently dangerous.
Well, trampolines.
Like
Are inherently
my
dangerous.
coworker, she went to the grocery store, left her husband in charge of the girls,
Okay, mistake number 1
and they were outside on the trampoline playing
at their house.
at their house, and they've got the net thing around it.
Okay,
And
they were letting multiple jump at once, huh?
well, it was just the two girls.
Well, that's still multiple.
I mean, they just like next door, they jump on it.
Yeah.
Somehow
Evil
she
Ginger.
tripped and fell out of the little slit and broke her arm
Oh,
up here,
shnikes.
like up on her.
That's
top
why I broke
bone.
mine, and it sucks balls.
And
Your cast goes up to like
Nope,
right here.
they don't cast them anymore there.
Oh, well, they did in
They
the
just
70s.
they immobilize it, and it just comes back together somehow magically through like.
I mean, all
witchcraft.
bones come back together somehow,
Like
but
witchcraft
usually
and
you had to
whatever. But she
immobilize
was at the
it.
grocery store for like 30 minutes.
And what's the likelihood of falling through that
Through that
little
little slit,
hole? How
right?
old is the girl?
I think she's 10, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah, she comes back and she just hears screaming, like she walked into that.
So breaking your arm is very traumatic. I did it in
Especially, I mean,
in
something
daycare.
like one of these bones, but like
I did it. Well, I'm trying to think. My cast did come up to here,
it was like right
but it
underneath
might have
your
been like a
shoulder
high. It
joint
was either
or
a high
bone,
elbow
whatever.
or a low forearm. I mean, a
Yeah.
high forearm or low. What is this part of your arm called? This is your
Bicep.
forearm. This is your, anyways.
upper arm area.
I remember the whole thing. That's how traumatic it is. And I was only like 4.
Pussy.
I was trying to
kidding.
do like the other big kids and do every other bar on the monkey bars.
I jumped off the.
And I didn't make it, obviously.
I jumped off the monkey bars. Landed feet first.
But did you break an
knee-
arm?
No,
Okay.
knee hit me in the jaw.
Did you bite your tongue off?
I bit a hole through it though.
Oh.
But I don't.
What do they do for that?
Nothing. Your tongue heals
Your
itself.
tongue, your whole mouth heals pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's fucking. That was the extent of that.
My cast was so bad. My brother
Like
taught me how to,
stinky.
well, and stinky eventually, but taught me to stick a coat hanger in it to itch because when it starts to heal, it itches, right? The coat hanger got stuck. I had to go to the doctors and get a new cast. My mom didn't speak to me or my brother for like a day. 'Cause ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Your mom was like that though. Trampoline park
Ulna and Radius.
bosses.
I don't, but Jeep and Justin, which one's what?
Ulna Radius. That's these ones.
Oh, that's the bones
The
in
two
the
bones,
forearm.
yeah. This one is. I don't know what that is.
That
Can't
one's
remember.
a
Brachiotomy.
shoulder bone
No, that's your shoulder bone
attached to your other shoulder bone.
attached to your hip bone.
I broke both my arms. Oh my lord.
Come on, dude. How do
Both
you do
your
that?
arms at
You
the
were-
same time? How did you poop or pee or eat? He's like,
No, I mean it depends on where you broke it. If you have two
'cause-
casts,
so, and the casts are usually like this.
well, it depends on where you broke your arm.
Well, they still are usually like this because it's a right angle, right?
I don't know.
Well,
Well, it depends on where you
and
broke
all
it.
you could do is like flap like a chicken. So, how did you poop, pee, eat, and shower?
I don't know.
How old were you as well?
What's up, Will Great?
Hey,
All right,
Will Great.
we'll let him put that in the comments, and then we'll go through. Trampoline park bosses handed punishment after 11 people broke backs.
Wait. Say that again.
Jesus Christ. Are you listening?
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear shit, so I don't even know if I'm talking out loud. at
Say it
this point.
again.
Trampoline park bosses handed punishment after 11 people broke
Oh, they
backs
punished him?
in 2 months. 11 people broke their backs.
But how is he responsible for that?
Let's find out. Two trampoline park bosses pleaded guilty to offenses after 11 people broke their backs in just 2
He
months.
did guilty.
While hundreds more, many children were left injured. Flip out Chester directors. So it's Flip Out Chester. Directors David Shuttleworth and Matthew Melling oversaw the Chester franchise during a period where 270 accidents were recorded. It seems like your insurance, your
But I want to know how they're
commercial insurance is-
responsible, though, because you literally, I think you have to sign a waiver when you come in there.
This is what it is. Many were injured at the trampoline park after using the tower jump, where visitors would land into the foam pit. I did see something where a girl, because they're like foam
The gymnastic
blocks,
things, yeah.
they're like those foam blocks, but they're too firm, and they jump off and they land, and it just like the point will be up and it'll just fucking hit them, and it's not soft enough.
Not absorbent.
Yeah, right.
Absorbent?
Flip out.
Is that the right word?
No. Yeah, whatever. Flip Out spokesperson told Lad Bible that the incidents occurred when the park was under
Oh, so this is in England,
different.
obviously.
No, this yes.
Oh, Lab Bible's usually in
yeah,
Europe.
it's wherever. Different ownership to its current rental, whatever. The worst injury suffered was damaged vertebrae, while some visitors endured lifelong health problems. A total of 123 guests suffered knee and face injuries.
But some of that is inherent.
Yeah, I mean, if you're diving straight
Some of
into
that
a foam
is
pit-
just, it's kind of like broken ankles automatically go with trampolines. People break their ankles.
Nah.
Like, no, people shatter their, that's why
ankles.
it used to, ankles, because either A, you're coming down, right, and you land wrong, or you're bouncing when somebody, that's why they don't like
The
two
double
people
bounce.
on, because
The
you're
double bounce is
bouncing
the
and
best.
it's coming up while you're coming down. They're very dangerous. That's why way back in the day, do you remember you used to have to disclose if you had a trampoline or not? It was part of the,
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
not anymore, but you used to have
It's
to.
not that common, actually.
What?
The
Injuries or
injury
trampolines?
frequency isn't that high, honestly.
I mean, apparently it was.
Like, we
at
don't
one point.
underwrite for him anymore.
Do we
we
still
stop.
underwrite for certain kinds of dogs?
No.
Oh, good.
No, we got
At least
rid
there's
of
some
that like
equality
10
in the
years
world.
ago.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
Those
mean,
countries that are like banning pit bulls and shit, fuck them. Like England.
well, we used to.
Yeah, and we
Well,
got
we
smart
weren't a
because
country though, but
we did.
it's not the breed of the dog; it's the dog
we
and the
did
owner.
The research it said it's not true.
Well, it's not the breed of the
Because
dog.
Like little chihuahuas bite more fucking people than
People
anything.
lose toes because those fuckers.
Goddamn people. So actually, this is in England. Actually,
I told you, Lab Bible always in England.
Spinningfield, Manchester.
Okay.
So Judge Michael Leeming said that he was passing sentence on the basis that the two defendants were negligent rather than committing deliberate acts or cost cutting at the expense of safety. Said there's no evidence that the company took any steps at all, including reasonably practical ones, to reduce or eliminate those risks.
Did they say what those would be? Because
Common
I'm
sense-
very interested. to
Common
see.
sense says investigating why an accident has happened reduces the risk of further accidents.
But is that on the directors or the owners of the company? Because they're
they got
following.
monetary fines
They're
and-
they're following directives.
and some community service.
Yeah, but now they have a record. So if they lose this job with the trampoline company, they may have a hard time getting a job.
I don't know.
Here's the thing, honestly, if you let,
270 kids, people
here's the
getting
thing,
fucked
if you
up
let
in
your
it.
kids go to a trampoline park, then you have to live with the outcome of what happens because there's inherent risk to going to this trampoline park.
I agree. And so from a insurance standpoint,
But
yes,
it's commercial
I would
insurance.
cancel that motherfucking
It's
policy.
commercial insurance. It's probably got such a high premium it doesn't even matter.
Yeah. They're paying millions of dollars.
Yeah.
More than likely. But like somebody in the backyard, the kid falls off. It's like, it's cost doing business.
Well, if somebody
Your
falls
premium's gonna go
off,
up.
we could be liable, but I'm just gonna be
We're
like,
going to be live.
Huh?
We're going to be live.
no, well, there's two folds, right? Like, what the fuck was your kid doing? Was he jumping off the roof onto the trampoline and
We
then
don't ask those questions.
bounce? No, I would as the homeowner, and you're trying to sue me. I'd be like, your kid jumped off my roof,
Nope. You're liable.
and then
Your
I would
roof
be,
was next
and
to that
then
trampoline.
just because your kid's a retard,
I remember. No, you can't say that because you're calling the neighbor girl retarded.
we called them retarded when they were on the roof trying to jump
So,
down.
Neighbor kid, mid-COVID,
Yeah,
mom and dad are out.
no, they're working.
They were working.
This
but
is when they
out.
were work school. homeschooling.
Yeah, homeschooling. but the
everybody was
kids are by
homeschooling
themselves,
their
right?
kids, right?
I'm up here, right over here, and I can see their backyard.
No, I called you and I was like, Greg,
Oh, that's what it was.
fellas on the roof.
Fellas on the roof. And I'm like,
Greg is the heavy. Greg's the heavy.
get the fuck off the
Does
roof.
your mom know you're on the roof? I'm gonna tell her if you don't get down.
And I made her tell.
She told on herself.
Oh yeah, that's what
You
it was. She
didn't
told
make
on
her.
herself.
She
It was
told on
awesome.
herself.
Yeah.
But the thing I would probably do is
Kids get hurt
if somebody
doing
broke their
fun
arm in my
shit all
house,
the
I'd be like,
time.
just send me your medical bill. I'll cover it.
Yeah.
Don't make a claim.
Yeah. Kids, but that's the
Because
idea.
if you make a claim, that's the end of our
The
friendship.
other side of it is this: we can't like coddle kids. They need to get hurt.
Well, it's part of
life.
life. It's part of the. It is
You
definitely
grow
part
up,
of.
you break a bone.
When you roller skate, you're gonna get a strawberry.
I grew up
You're gonna get
skateboarding.
road rash
I got
somewhere.
scars on my back from skateboarding.
I broke my
still.
2 front teeth at the ditch. In Texas, we have these, so you guys know they're like little
culverts, like everywhere else in the rest of the country.
But we would go crawdad fishing.
What do you fuck? You're a Mexican redneck.
When in Rome. And somebody splashed water on me. I went to jump and I ran into a rail. I chipped my 2 front teeth.
Like
2 days.
straight into it. Go.
2 days before 6th grade started. I was devastated.
I do have the school picture where I've got like these scrapes on my face from skateboarding.
Oh no, my mom worked magic.
for school
I got
pictures.
my teeth. I got my teeth fixed before the first day of
Probably,
6th grade.
I remember the picture. I don't know where that is anymore.
You had what? Road
Like, I
rash?
fell skateboarding. Yeah, it fell on my face.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
dude, I fell.
Dude, I got in a car accident and fell on my face. Got really bad road rash.
You got in a car accident and fell on your face?
Yeah, I got tossed out of the car.
How did that, tell a
I'm
story.
not going to tell the story. I was stupid and drunk, and I'm not going to elaborate. But I broke my wrist. I face planted. They had to scrub my face with basically like
Oh, nice.
steel wool. Oh, it was so bad.
Is your mom and dad
To the point-
happy about that?
No, at the moment they were
Just happy you were alive.
very happy I was alive. 2 days later,
They were mad at you.
they were like,
Did
"Why
they ground you?
Why
You're
are
like
you an idiot?
34?
Why are you an idiot?"
How old were you?
Well, they couldn't ground me. Was I a freshman or was I a sophomore? If I was a freshman, I was
you were in
home.
college.
If I was a sophomore, I was off at school, and so they
See, this is
couldn't
the
ground
problem
me.
with not drinking in your teens,
Abso-fucking-lutely.
right? You don't know better when you go off to college.
I was here though. It happened in San Antonio. I think I was a freshman, so I was here because I
Where
was
the fuck were you
dating.
going to school there?
I was dating Jaime. I was going to San Antonio College, SAC. So it was a junior college before I went to A&M. And we got into a fight, and the fight led to.
What were you like? You ran and jumped on the windshield? That's what I pictured.
I
like
tried to get out of the car.
when it was moving?
Yeah.
You're fucking retarded.
I was 19, dude. Of course I was retarded.
Oh, that brings back flashback memory. Flashback. Remember that chick that I didn't date her. Remember that chick from
You
Phoenix?
Slept with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one? You slept with a few. The really cute dingy one or the freaky batshit crazy one?
The batshit crazy one that we used to work with.
Oh, yes.
She tried that shit.
TG.
What's that mean? Write it down.
No, her name.
I don't remember her name.
Oh, LG.
Yes.
LG.
We were driving down the
Is that
highway.
when she was trying to like get all frisky with you?
I didn't actually sleep with her.
You
No,
didn't?
she was just crazy.
She was
I went to
she was
dinner.
very much an alcoholic.
Brought her to dinner.
She
Brought her
no
to
longer
dinner
drinks.
at like nice dinner. For me, I made like $35,000.
So we took her to Arby's.
I know. Dude, I would have gone to a Filiberto's over an Arby's. I'm not an Arby's guy.
Oh, nobody's really an
No.
Arby's person. I don't even know how they're still open.
They got the meats. No, I can't do it. But we were driving down the 20 was it the 202?
Wilkery said I was retarded at 19, but
That's dumb.
but not that retarded.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, we were driving around the 101. Like
Wasn't she trying to get frisky?
Yeah. But she kept taking her seatbelt off in the car. And
That's
stuff.
right.
It was weird. Like she was just started all of a sudden. She went from like zero, like fine,
Well,
to like shit face hammered. To the point where I was like, I pulled off, went to a gas station. I was like, get the fuck out of my car.
you left her there?
No, I called
Oh.
a cab.
Oh, well, at least
Right?
you called a
'Cause
cab.
I was like, I don't know what to do with you.
Was she nice to you after that?
No, we never talked again.
Like, even at work? What would
Mm-mm.
she do if she saw you at work? Like, act like she didn't
Yep.
see you?
I was like, I don't give a shit. But that was back in those days where I didn't give a shit about anybody anyway.
Babe, you act like that's not your same attitude today.
No, I'm way nicer now. I've been married to you
well,
for 18
to
years.
me,
You've rubbed off a little bit on me.
oh, okay. No, she was a raging alcoholic. Like
I
that
didn't
was
know
the
that,
thing.
though.
No, that was like the big thing. Like people would hang out with her like once or twice, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'm not hanging
Dude,
out
but
with
she
her
tried
anymore."
to jump out of the
Because
car
she would go to
on the
0
highway.
to 100 literally
She like
in like
opened
an
the
hour.
fucking door.
Yeah,
I'm like, what are you doing?
She no longer. She's found God.
That's
I don't know
fine,
if that's really
good.
what,
I'm
but
happy for her.
she's a recording alcoholic. She's her
I didn't-
kid's awesome. Everything's awesome.
That's
for her
good.
But
didn't know that.
there was a time where if you saw if you saw her outside of work, you knew she was drunk. Whether it be at 5 o'clock on a Friday or 10 o'clock on a Sunday.
Holy shit. I mean, I do the same sometimes.
Not on
But
10
I'm not
o'clock.
like that.
Not 10 o'clock, and not usually every day.
Not on a Sunday.
Not usually every day. She was like my brother level alcoholic.
That's saying something. I don't know, dude. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. You were
So yeah, I mean, I was retarded.
you just like stop, drop, and roll.
Ooh, excuse me.
You just dipped out of the car.
I was like,
How
fuck
fast were
you,
you
I'm
going?
walking. We were in a neighborhood, so we weren't going, thank God, that fast. But I did.
Like I've fallen off skateboards going relatively slow.
I broke my wrist, and I did fuck up my face.
Did Jaime just laugh at you?
No, he called 911. The ambulance came and got me, and then he went to my parents' house to tell him. And of course, my dad's first reaction was like, "What'd you do? Jaime, what'd you do, Jaime? What'd you do?" And he was like, "I swear to you, I did nothing." And I told my parents it wasn't his fault. I was an idiot. I apparently don't know how to drink and act like an adult.
Aaron said she identified as ball bearing. Let her go.
Not me, her.
It doesn't matter.
LG.
Either one.
LG. Crazy thing is we made up, and he and I dated until we went off to A&M, and then we made new friends. We were like, "Hey, I like you,
Gonna
but I
need
don't
that,
like you
yeah.
like that anymore." So back to the trampoline.
Yeah. I gotta grab this clicker.
I feel like there is some inherent risk
There's always inherent risk
when you send your kid to a trampoline park,
Right.
because 9 out of 10 times parents are just dropping off.
Oh yeah.
They're
Those
like,
things
"Peace
are.
out, bitches,"
Yeah,
because they
it's a
like have the
daycare.
tags and stuff.
Yeah,
Where you
you sign a waiver. It's like a rock climbing
they put
gym.
like a wrist tracker on you, so you can't leave the
skate park,
gym.
like a city skate park. You have.
So I mean,
it's like
I guess the thought was that if the first 5 people got hurt jumping off the tower, then maybe the business should have looked into it. But I'm still wondering how these 2 people were specifically called out and not the owner
because it's England.
or the business.
Because it's England.
Because as that director, I'd have been like, "You better talk to Tom, because I follow his procedures."
You would think, but again, 270 people getting
It'd
fucked
be
up.
interesting to
Like
see,
figure out why everybody's getting fucked
it'd be
up.
interesting to see the one that's by our house, that's off of Bandera by Coles. Like,
injury
what's their
rates.
injury rate? They probably don't share that to the public.
Oh no, you can find it. I can find it.
So it'd be interesting to see what their injury rate is, and it may not be as severe
I'd have
as
to
like
run a report
broken
on it,
back.
but I could find
probably
it.
wouldn't be as bad as broken backs, but I guarantee you, people
Those
are
people fucked up.
breaking ankles or what is it like when you jam your shoulder or dislocate your shoulder or break your nose because your knee hit you in the face?
Smashes into the.
Because a lot of those places,
trampoline.
which if I were younger, I would do it. They played dodgeball on those trampolines.
Jesus Christ, Jeep. And you're like, he just said, I broke both my arms, my hand, my rib, my foot.
All
my
at once
jaw.
or over time?
Yeah, that's kind of a question. And my maxillus nose 5 times. That's got
so
to be.
I'm thinking he's thinking over time.
Yeah, I've done a bunch of that stuff.
I mean, I've broken both pinkies. I've broken my arm. I've torn my groin.
Yeah, but she tore her groin playing
I broke my
kickball.
ankle. Well, I didn't quite. I fractured my ankle. Still finished the race, bitches. So shit happens, but I mean, did he break both his arms? He said at the same time. That's what
That's what
I'm
I'm looking
interested.
for.
Did he ever come back and answer?
I don't see
Those
it.
trampoline parks, so grippy socks. What's that gonna do?
So you don't slip.
Well, slipping isn't the problem. It's the
eating
bounce
shit.
back.
Yeah,
It's the bounce back. Yeah.
Right? Where your fucking body stops. Especially
It's
for
so perfect. You did it perfect.
especially for older people. Like if you haven't been on a trampoline in a while, go try one.
Well, here's the thing. And then you get to a point where it's not even the bounce back. It's just the bounce throws out your back.
yeah. Like
And you're like, oh, now I have to land.
so like you can bounce and bounce and bounce and then
You bounce up and
if
it
you
goes.
miss the timing, like your shit's out of order pretty quick.
But I want to know how those. I don't know that those. I mean, the grippy socks would keep you from sliding.
I don't know. I saw a video
Interesting.
where Travis Pastrana, he put one out where they set like I think the world record for the number of flips or height or something like that. And the dude was like in space.
What do you mean number of?
He has this gigantic trampoline in the ground. Travis
Well, he
Pastrana's
obviously
place.
dug a hole.
Yeah.
And then,
But it's monster, right?
does he have like foam and shit around it? So when he
Well,
accidentally
they've got.
flies
I mean,
off,
it's so big, right? It was so big that the dude, I think he did a backflip on a motorcycle underneath him while he was flipping in the air.
so he jumped. A motorcycle came and did a backflip.
So
and
some other
landed on
dude
the
did
other
the
end.
bounce, boom, boom, got so high that he came in and did a backflip underneath it. That's how high the guy was in the air. Isn't that nuts?
I mean, that's just an accident waiting to
But
happen.
this trampoline it's massive. You can go out to the channel 199 and find it out. It was fucking crazy, dude.
I'm trying to see when he said, I broke both my arms at the same time.
Mhm.
Then he gave us the list that he broke, but I don't think he quite responded
It's
to
all right. He broke both his arms.
how. My question is,
Probably falling.
how old was he?
Probably 12. I'm just going to guess.
I mean, I hope
13.
not, because then his mom was baiting him. Embarrassing.
Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie said, we see you.
Oh,
Nice.
hi guys.
We talked about your happy hours a little while ago.
A little bit, not yet, not in a lot, but right now we're talking about trampoline gym injuries.
Yeah. Very insurance related.
There's yeah, right. There's just inherent risk there that, I mean, again,
You're going to die. At our age.
the older you get,
I'm going to be the one that's going to fall out of the fucking trampoline and land on my head
yes.
through that little net slit.
And I'm
thing.
going to be the girl that bounces, and mid bounce, my back is going to get thrown out. And then I'm going to be
at
like,
the same time.
shit, now I have to land. How am I going to land?
And you're going to have to take care of me as a paraplegic, quadriplegic, sitting in a
I'll hire
bed.
somebody.
Oh, really?
There's not
Isn't that why I have that?
There's not a nurturing bone in my body, babe.
Isn't that why I have that insurance through USA?
Long-term care.
Like the long-term shit?
There's a reason we have it. We don't
that what
know
it
what
does?
that is. No, we have no idea
I
what
paid
that
for
shit
it
does.
for like 15
Heather
years.
Eisenhat and I actually had this conversation
Like,
yesterday.
what does that do?
We were like, do you know what long-term care does?
Isn't it supposed to like wipe my butt?
No.
Isn't that, like bathe me?
Nobody knows. Oh, Matt, my friend Matt said, hi, Beth and Greg.
Nice. Hi, guys. Cheers.
Hi, guys. Cheers.
everyone.
Are you guys still at Stoneworks is what I want to know.
Hell yeah.
You
You ready to jump into this next story?
let's go.
All right, this one's good. I need the clicker connector thingy.
Okay, this sounds good. Just
All
off
right.
of the note.
Because this is one of those ones you're like, all right, there are criminals out there.
No.
They're bad guys. And
Are you serious?
some of them are grosser than others. And welcome to the show. If you
Well,
haven't seen this show, we do
here's
some
the thing.
wild shit once in a while.
It's not criminal. There are a lot of gross people out there.
Right.
Unfortunately.
So the Kilt, of course, I just closed the fucking article. Kilt wearing Texan 60 busted for vile acts.
So he's 60. He's in Texas, and he's wearing a kilt.
Yeah, not a quilt, a kilt.
Oh, kilt. Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
So this gentleman, we haven't had a
Come
story
back.
like this in a while.
Okay.
Like, this is a good one.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Oh, hold
this
on.
is on smokinggun.com.
I've never even heard of that.
That's the crime one, the crime website.
All right.
February 18th, Mitchell Cooper.
Oh, they are
Vest.
still at
His name's
Stoneworks. That's hilarious.
Mitchell Cooper Vest.
His last name is Vest, like the thing you wear.
Anytime you have a name like that, you're pretty much a serial killer.
Yeah,
So
you're starting off with
he's
shortcomings.
6'6", weighs 250 pounds,
Okay.
and he's known to wear a kilt, which made it all that much easier for Texas business owners to identify Vest 60 as the man who recently came into their antique stores. And are you ready for it?
I don't know. Am I?
And shoved various items.
Oh, do not tell me up his butt.
How the fuck did you guess that?
Because as you're wearing a kilt, what else are you going to shove anywhere?
Shoved
It's not like you got a freaking
various items
pocket.
up this rectum. You ruined the whole. Anyway, you got it though. Up his rectum before placing them back on the shelf for display,
Ugh.
according to Texas court records. Police allege
What
that
is wrong with
that's
people?
pictured below, which I'll show you right now. This is Mr. Vest, and he looks like the guy that you would imagine. And this is a picture of him
Do you ever wonder, like,
doodle-daddling.
does he wake up in the morning and go, "Oh, today I'm going to wear my kilt and shove shit up my ass. Let's go."
Yes. That's exactly what he had to have thought. Because there's no other reason you do that.
I mean, he has to be drunk though, right?
Ready? All right. So police allege that the vest pictured below, which I just showed you, entered several shops in Spring, a Houston suburb, last week.
You just nailed it. Houston. Houston is
but
Florida.
It's a suburb of Houston.
Houston is Florida. There's always wacky people.
Fucking wacky people. Last week, and engaged in criminal mischief and a misdemeanor. I don't know how that's a misdemeanor.
I guess maybe because maybe people weren't around.
That's like borderline, like
they weren't seeing him do the act, perhaps.
But
I want to know how they found out that not only was he placing them,
they got him on video,
and then unplacing him and putting them back on the shelf.
Specifically, cops say Vest first entered an antique gallery of Houston and placed a makeup brush and a restoration hardware piece.
Okay, wait, hold on. A makeup brush?
himself.
Okay, I mean, at least that's
Oh, it gets different.
skinny.
It's different.
Oh, okay.
Before returning the merchandise to the shelf, valued at $130. Little stinky.
Ew. Little stinky.
Vest
Little
then
dirty, but
showed
you
up
know.
at the Curiosity Shop, which is located inside an antique mall. The shop's owner said that Vest took an antique bottle opener and a tobacco tent can.
What? Okay, what is a tobacco tent can?
I looked this up because I didn't know what it was. It
Okay.
looks like an Altoids can. Like a
like it's a rectangle.
full-size Altoids can.
It's like a rectangle metal.
Like a
2 by
little
3.
lid that flips. How do you even get that inside of you?
I just was like,
Okay, for reference, we've done stories where people have put light bulbs inside of themselves,
Yes.
ashtrays,
teacups.
How and why do you get a teacup inside yourself? Another funny side.
I mean,
is
why ask why sometimes though?
There was a I don't know, it was like a Instagram reel or whatever, and it was this emergency room doctor. She was like 20 plus years. She goes, "We don't care when you come into the hospital, the emergency room, how it happened. But we do know that it's never an accident when you end up with something in your butt."
Like when you walk in, you're like, I don't know how the car got there. They're like, oh, you do.
Or the light
toy car.
bulb ended up in your butt. It's never an accident. You didn't just slip and fall. It's never an
Because
accident.
they always say they slip and fell.
Yeah, it's always a slip and fall. I slip and fell on
I slipped and fell on
that beer bottle
X.
or whatever, that soap bottle.
Can you imagine the conversation that happens in that emergency room after that visit? Because I know I'd be cracking up. Like I wouldn't be able to work on this person because I would literally just be looking at him like, is your mom proud? Is your
Dude,
mom?
it's one of those things you just got to go like, but people do stuff like this.
Oh, I
Especially
know.
nowadays with the internet. It's weird. So put that tobacco tent up there. Boom. In both instances, the merchandise handled by Vest had to be thrown away.
Well, you
thankfully.
think?
I mean, they could have just like little
I mean,
409,
I guess maybe put in a vat of alcohol,
little 409. Just
but it
clean 'em
probably
up,
would have
put 'em back
ruined it.
out
If
there.
it was an antique item, it probably would have ruined it.
Takes that patina off of it.
Yeah.
Or does it add patina?
Ew. Ew.
That's one way to look at it. So anyway, this is the stupid criminal of the year. So
Doubtful. Doubtful he's the
he was
stupidest criminal
released
of the
on
year.
a $100 bond, scheduled for a court appearance.
Only $100?
His court appearance was just the
Wow.
other day. I haven't seen the update on this.
Only
Probably like, you're not
$100.
allowed to
I
wear
guess he's not a huge flight risk.
Kilt anymore.
I just want to know why he's in Texas wearing a kilt because talk about humidity.
He's a retired guy. That's the problem. He's got too much fucking time on his hand.
Do you? I hope he wears underwear under his kilt because in Houston it is ridiculous
Obviously
humid.
not.
I mean, I guess you're right, but
The access isn't easy enough.
he's got to be single, right? Because his wife would,
Oh, it makes my eyes itch.
as his wife, I'd be like, "Bitch, you better turn around and change."
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Drinks on you, double bonus.
It's
Matt, you're double bonus, dude. We were one of the things we did talk about today is our new ED. She's like, so many people in this team are married to other USA.
I got
And somebody said
Dinks.
it's kind of like a dating game or what they call a dating service. And I was like, oh,
Over the years,
wow.
absolutely. We didn't have Tinder back then.
no. But my favorite thing was when Margot, Kyle, whatever you say her last
Yeah,
name,
my old boss.
was like, I was so proud of you until you dipped your pen in the company ink. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about that comment.
She was funny. I
Am I
love
the
that lady.
ink? I'm the ink.
She's awesome. She got great kids, great family.
Yes.
One of the best people out there. So that's what I'm saying. That those stories, I love them because people are just
they always make
freaking
them and
weirdos.
Florida Man always make for great stories.
100%.
So, are we who's that girl is mine? Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to start with a picture first.
Uh-oh.
I've got to make
go.
it so that you don't see. Okay.
I can see.
Yes, you can see, but I got to make it bigger. So hold on. Do you guys, without me saying who this is? Now I will say Travis or Celine. One of them nailed it in the first
10
30
seconds.
seconds. Yeah. Who do you think this is, you guys?
Michelle?
Yeah. Obviously, we know the one on the right is Madonna.
Can you zoom in on the one on the right more?
I'm trying.
I'll let you. You click on it?
There we go.
There you go.
Who do you think?
Who
that
do you
is?
think that is?
If I hadn't have read the title, I would have had no
How
idea.
about a clue? Barbed wire.
Well, that just gives it all away.
No, it
away.
doesn't.
You could also say sex tape. One of the first original sex tapes released.
That was on VHS.
Yeah, one of
well.
the first original sex tape released. You've got the comments. Is anybody guessing yet?
Not yet. No. Just saying. See, the problem is it's got
Boob reduction, obviously.
Madonna on the right, and that just ruins it.
Boob reduction,
All right, who is it?
obviously.
Give it to us.
It is Pamela Anderson.
She looks great.
I think she looks weird.
I thought she looked great.
Wha-
She looks normal.
But
She
she doesn't look normal because her normal before was normal. Now she looks like she's had a whole bunch of work removed and redone on a smaller scale.
You know what I mean? How old is she now?
I don't know.
Well, look it up.
Hey, Siri. Oh, 56.
Yeah, dude. She looks like a 56-year-old.
Sorry, turn off Siri. Excuse me?
That's how she should look. She shouldn't look like Pam Anderson from like 30 years ago.
No, she should look like an aged Pam Anderson from 30 years ago.
Like her
She should look
giant
exactly the
boobs.
same with the giant boobs and a few wrinkles. I just feel like Siri, go away.
Aaron nailed it.
Did he?
Yeah.
I
I thought she looked like she didn't have any makeup on.
well,
like she
and so this
chilling.
was in Canada, right? So huh?
Canada.
Canada?
Yeah.
Canada. What do I always say? I don't say
Oh,
Canada.
Whoop said she looks like a new type of STD.
I mean, she does not look good. I don't
You didn't think I can only see
her
like that
or
picture.
Madonna
I can see that
because
picture.
Madonna looks pretty, and I love Madonna. So by the
Madonna's
time
gone
I say
fucking
she looks
batshit
weird,
crazy.
she really looks weird. So she joined Madonna on stage as an a surprise. Like it wasn't. She's obviously she's got a new skincare line, so she's toting that. That's why
Who
she's
does?
Pamela Anderson. That's why
Okay.
she's very natural. That's why she's
Good for
going
her.
on without makeup and
Like
stuff.
Goopy
but
Pants.
I don't know what Goopy Pants does.
I don't think it does anything except for cost a shit ton of money.
But so they did. She came up and they did. I don't remember. They like did some fashion. Oh, like they did something where they were rating people, like dancers or something. But
They were rating people.
like scoring.
Oh,
Scoring.
like
I just thought though, to me, she looked very weird. Tiny boobs, weird.
or was it that sweater was covered?
No,
up those
I do
sweater
remember them
pockets?
saying she got her implants removed because she was having issues.
That makes sense at 55 years old. Maybe
don't-
she'll probably get them put back in.
No. If she's like,
You're the
she's
one
like,
telling me
"Smaller
you
is
want
better."
big ones.
No, I say I want smaller
I'm just
ones.
kidding. I'm telling you,
It's
never. It's pillow talk, baby. Pillow
yeah,
talk.
exactly. But I would have known who she like when I saw her on the headline. I was like, oh, and then the picture pulled up, and I was like, oh, wow.
It's not that bad.
I
It's not like she got hit by a bus.
prefer her to look like barbed wire person.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's played
that's
out.
who she is.
No,
That's who she is. She
she's
is
typecast as barbed
she
wire.
is what was the show, the lifetime movie?
Baywatch.
She was Baywatch. That is who she is.
I think she was also 20 when that was out.
Well, I don't think she was.
Yeah,
How long ago was it? Was that
that
the
was
90s?
like 30 years ago, 35 years ago.
Was it
Like legitimately.
35 years ago. I
What's
don't
that?
even remember.
What did you look
I said,
like?
no, I said, what was it like 35 years
I've
ago?
got pictures of you from 35 years ago. We got them through your dad's house. We can share those.
Which picture?
Dude, I've got pictures. Ones where your hair
old-
is like this big.
My Texas
and you
hair?
got one eyebrow.
I do not have one eyebrow, Britch. have some
You
more
literally
alcohol.
do. You have like
I do not
With
have
that
one
Texas-
eyebrow. I had Brooke Shield eyebrows
that
for
Texas
sure.
eyebrow.
No, I had Texas hair. Listen, don't talk to me about hair.
I don't have a problem with it.
No, you don't. You make it all up on your back.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Prove it.
Give me another 2 weeks and I'll prove it. You're clean shaven right now because we went on a cruise.
I am. There is a new law. Oh, no, I'm going to jump. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip over this other one first. There. All right. So
Try your words. Let's go. Give it a whirl.
here's a picture. Might be a little hard to see because it's a little grainy. But ultimately, what this is a naked lady brawling with another lady
Oh, wow.
in Venice Beach, LA. The lady on the right has a fucking baseball bat with spikes in it.
Like, wow.
Like-
Tina, that's like Thunderdome bullshit right there.
Escape from LA kind of shit, right? Naked woman went on a mini rampage in LA this week, attacking.
Did you say they're
folks.
both naked?
No, just the one on the
Oh,
left.
okay.
Just the one on the left. The one on the right came out of nowhere and has a goddamn baseball bat with spikes on it.
I mean,
like
she's
a
almost
mace.
naked. Her boobs are about to fall out.
Well, I mean, she's well and down.
But what cracks me up is the guy in the
He's
back
videoing it.
taking a picture of the naked girl.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
I mean, never mind trying to break it up or take that
this went on
weapon.
for 6 minutes.
Let's take that weapon away. He's like, this
So
is
this-
great video. I can't interfere. I gotta get it on record.
So attacking folks at Venice Beach, but another lady was equally ready to throw down with medieval weapons, no less. This wild incident was captured Monday by witnesses in broad daylight, with this woman who was butt naked going berserk on the boardwalk near the beach. There's a video of it actually. Knew it is squared off with another girl who
Did you say
had,
squirt off?
she didn't squirt off.
I was like, wait, what?
I didn't. If I said that, I didn't mean to. That was a Freudian slip. Squared off.
There you go. Thank
She
you.
squirted off
Squirt it off.
with a gal who had a spiked club. The woman in the black tank top on the right swung the bat at her rival and retreated. The naked girl retreated to defend herself. They went back and forth for a bit, and the birthday suited babe kind of did a catwalk at one point, like she walked off.
So my favorite part is where you look at this picture. It looks like she's going, hi.
And that chick's got a fucking club.
I
You
mean,
get hit in
and
the
why
head
would
with
she
that?
have that?
Because it's LA.
And homeless people, like
Everywhere.
she's probably homeless,
Yeah.
right? So she's like, come at
She's
me,
living
bro.
on the beach.
Come at me, bro.
100% living on the beach. She's chilling. Remember,
What you said it was in LA, right?
Yeah,
But
it's
it doesn't
Venice
say
Beach.
okay, Venice.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
you've been to
Venice
Venice
Beach. This is
Yeah.
very
Venice
apropos.
Beach. Yeah. So the other lady then struck the naked woman with a baton before throwing it at her. So you never let go of your your melee weapon.
Well, yeah. So
Don't
obviously
throw it
she
at
didn't
her.
use the club. She used something else,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Fully clothed woman then retrieved a second baton and they battled on the pavement, baton over baton.
Oh, so one girl got the other baton, and they were like, clink, clink,
Yeah, it
clink,
was like
clink,
Star
clink,
Wars.
clink.
Yep. And they
I just
battled
put
on the
beer
pavement.
through my
Witnesses
nose for the first time. Whoa,
told us
that's so great.
the insane altercation carried on for around 6 minutes without any police response. And some of the
Well-
others were accosted and threatened in the mix as well. We're not sure how all of it ended, but they just have this video. The police
So
never
it's
showed
not
up.
surprising, right? Because weren't they one of the few? Not few. Weren't they one of the many that cut back on police funding?
Oh, you mean LA in general?
Yeah.
Like defund the police?
Yeah.
That's
So-
the catch.
And I feel like Venice for cops is probably very dangerous.
Now, Venice is one of the most popular beaches in California, though.
It is, but it doesn't mean it's
Not safe.
safe.
We've been there.
Well, we
went
were
years
there-
ago, but 6 years.
Did we? No. When did we?
7
We need to
years?
look at that picture that we bought because I think we went there. Was it our honeymoon?
No. We went
'Cause
there
we were
well
there
after
for-
that. It was like 7, 8 years ago, something like we were up there.
It was great people watching,
But yeah, that's the whole point of Venice Beach.
but dirty.
That's like Muscle Beach.
dirty
and all that shit.
AF. Like
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, don't touch that. Ooh, don't touch that. Like,
Yeah,
for
you're
me,
always
everything
like
was
that.
like, don't touch that. Ew, don't touch that.
We're more Pacific Beach, Mission Beach kind of people down in San
The
Diego.
old battle axe, Cheap and Justin said.
Exactly.
Um,
No wild though. It's turning in. It's literally. We all know LA is fucked. We know California's fucked.
Well,
for the most
and
part.
it is literally turning into Escape from LA.
There are places out there, though. I do agree.
I still love, I love the beach.
We've talked about it. Talked about it
I
last
love, there's pieces of it. There's pieces of it I love. Hate the politics, hate some of the environments that people have let
Absolutely.
shit happen to. But yeah, it's still a great
I had to
place.
share that.
Now, okay, so if we were there,
Yeah.
what would we have done if this occurred while we were there?
Oh, I would let them beat the shit.
I would have just watched.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
not
have
gonna get
watched
involved
with
in that.
open mouth. Like we were talking about. So we did a Briar Miggs. What is it? The personality test.
Oh, Briggs-Meyer.
Brigmeyer, whatever. And there's they break it down right, and I'm an observer.
You're a voyeur.
No, I'm an observer. And I said, no, you know how I know this already?
Is voyeur an option on the Briggs-Meyer test?
I
don't think it
said,
is.
I will people watch to the point where Greg will be like, babe, close your mouth. Don't make it so obvious, that you're staring at these people. I'm like, yeah, but if you give me the fodder, I'm going to stare.
I don't disagree with you.
I would have watched this
From a distance. I would have kept you a little away.
Oh no. And I probably wouldn't have not have stood still.
You'd have been
You gotta be light on your
But
feet.
the second that bitch, one of them hits each other in the head and their heads are split,
Then
dude,
it's
then you're like,
all no more fun.
it's no more fun.
It's
Maybe it
all
was
good and
choreographed.
fun until you think?
They should do this on a regular
Maybe
basis.
it was planned
and then
though.
throw it like a guitar case
But
out.
maybe it was planned because why else would you have that spike?
Because you have
baton?
meth head fucking chick naked
Why was she naked?
because she's probably on
Why is she
crystal.
naked?
She's on something,
Why
yeah.
is she naked?
Right? I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't
She's
know.
running around, can't find her clothes. Or maybe maybe a big wave hit her and wiped
Maybe
her
she
clothes
doesn't
off
like the way that clothes restrict her.
It's very California.
Oh yeah. Look at her sweet kitty.
I'm not worried about that cat at
He's
all.
so
He's
cute.
good. He chills out all the time. I've got to find this crack bear law because in Florida, they just signed a law, or they're working on signing a law that you can defend yourself from crack bears. Let me see if I can.
Is this because of that bear incident?
Kind of crack bear law?
How do you not have it handy?
I did, but it's from a couple weeks ago. All right, here we go.
Sneeze. Oh,
Oh Jesus.
nope, it went away.
SB 632, titled Taking of Bears, was nicknamed the Cocaine Bear Bill online after Shove said Floridians have the right to protect themselves against bears that are on crack. If you run into one of these crack
Great
bears, you should be able to shoot it, he said on the House floor earlier this month. So there's so many bears on drugs in fucking Florida.
How are they still finding all those packs of drugs that fell out of that plane?
No, that was like in
Exactly.
1980.
Why is there so much drugs in the forest?
So it says this. If I came home from work and the headlights of my vehicle shined on the front porch and a huge black bear was clawing at my front door and my kids were inside, right now, you can't shoot them. You can't shoot the bear.
But right, okay.
So
but
he's changing the
but
law to say
kind of
I
door?
can defend my people.
what kind of door is he talking? Like a
Like a
screen
front
door?
door.
Can they break down the front door?
Yeah, black bears are big. They're big fucking bears.
Why you get a better door?
You know, more people are attacked by black bears than like any other bear.
Well, black bears are very
They'll just
aggressive.
eat you.
They're very aggressive.
Well, they don't just necessarily eat you.
no, they just they
But they'll
they,
eat
they
you.
ruin you.
So I want to give Floridians the peace of mind that they can take action to protect their property, their family, and their pets. The bill, which would allow Floridians to use lethal force against a bear if they deemed it necessary to save their lives, their pets, their lives of other people, or stop the bear from damaging their dwelling, passed the Republican-controlled state Senate on Wednesday, 24-12.
Interesting. Your property, I don't think you should be able to shoot him. People, pets, yeah.
Have you ever seen the video of the bear that's like rubbing its back on something?
Yeah.
He goes, "Arr," and then like this rubber band thing smacks him in his balls.
No.
And then he like drops down and he's like, oh, and he like walks with it's one of the, go find that. It's one of the fucking funniest videos I've ever seen.
I guess they would have genitalia.
Yeah, they're
boys.
I mean, I suppose if it's a boy, right? Fucking, yeah, it's coming right at me.
It's coming right at me.
I don't know. Weird fantasy, Greg. What?
Um,
I'm just saying.
dwelling, I can't see shooting them. People,
If he's
pets,
breaking my house, I'm shooting him.
That's what
I'm
insurance
going to have a
is for.
bearskin rug.
That's what insurance is for.
No, I'm definitely going to have a bearskin rug.
But so these bears aren't necessarily cracked out then.
Well, you don't know.
I doubt there's that much crack cocaine available.
Well, it doesn't have to be just
the
crack cocaine.
bear.
Maybe they're doing bath salts.
Where are they going to get bath salts from, bitch?
Where do you get bath salts from? Probably like a 7-Eleven.
Bath and Body.
No.
Yeah.
These are bath salts you get like at a Haji Mart. It's true.
Yeah, you're not getting bath salts at a convenience store. Have you ever seen bath salts at a convenience store? Where?
Because it's not really bath
Where?
salts. It's not like a bath bomb.
I'm hearing what you're saying. I want to know where you
you
saw
get them
this.
at the store.
You're just making up shit now.
No,
'cause I
you
know
do.
you've never seen
okay,
bath salts at
Let's
the
see if we
convenience
can buy
store.
bath salts on Amazon.
Well, you can totally buy bath salts on Amazon. That's on a convenience store, ding dong.
It kind of is.
No, it takes a delivery day.
Bullshit. I can get that the next morning.
That's still a delivery day.
All right. Where can we get bath salts?
Excuse me.
Alexa, where can I
They're
get bath
pandas,
salts?
Boom said.
I can get Bath and Body Works right now.
I already said that.
All right. So let's see some more.
There ain't no convenience stores, baby.
Yeah, dude, you can totally get them. Bath Solds in Corby's open now. I don't
Where's
know what the fuck
that?
that is. Evidently, there's a town called Corby.
Not around here.
Oh, that's definitely not even on this continent.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you can get them there.
can't buy bath salts at a corner store.
So you stock up ahead of time. Maybe he's got a stash.
Yeah, I don't think bears are eating bath
All right,
salts.
so maybe they're not doing that. But what if they're doing?
I'm pretty sure they're not doing any
What's
drugs.
the other shit that everybody's getting fucked up on now?
Koalas have Christmas.
What's that other thing?
I don't know.
Not heroin. What's the big one now? Can't think of it.
Crack?
The one everybody's fucking fentanyl. Maybe they're fentanyl bears.
Now you're just reaching.
Dude, there's needles everywhere.
Just because one bear
What if
got
he pokes
cocaine,
himself with one of those
just
needles
because
downtown
one
Orlando?
bear got cocaine crazy, not all bears are going
Just
cocaine
saying,
crazy.
It's possible. I might
Not
be stretching it
possible.
out here, but it's possible.
So this one, I don't know how I feel about it, other than I was like, okay,
What, that a gator ate someone?
that a gator ate somebody.
What was she doing to get eaten?
So a woman who lost her life suddenly after being attacked by a 13-foot alligator
Good Lord.
has been pictured for the first time. So a woman whose body was found inside the clenched jaws and the alligator had previously been arrested for trespassing on wetlands. So
she's out swimming with gators anyway.
she is like,
All right.
Sabrina Peckham, and it's kind of a sad story because she was trying to clean up her life, but the 41-year-old was found dead inside an alligator in horrific discovery.
Inside the whole, like her whole
I think
self?
they meant jaw, but they just said inside an alligator, so who knows? In a horrific discovery by a passerby, imagine this, in Florida,
Good
in
Lord.
Pinellas County, is not yet clear if the girl was killed by the reptile or was already dead when the beast found her and decided to make a snack out of her. At this time, I should follow up, see what the autopsy actually found out.
Yeah.
But she was homeless at the time of her death.
That sucks.
Was arrested for trespassing into the county wetlands on July 14th. I'm sorry. The arrest was made just a half mile from where she was found dead on Friday. So
she was living in that area.
she was living in that area. She was trying to clean up her act. Like there's a really cute picture of her and her daughter.
That sucks.
And her family said Sabrina's lost her life suddenly after being attacked by a 13-foot.
A 13-foot gator is gigantic.
I mean,
13
that's from
feet.
what?
That's from like me to the wall.
No fucking way.
That's from
That's
me to
way
the wall.
bigger than 13.
No, that's me to the wall. If I had a tape measure, I would bet that's 13 feet.
No way, Jose.
Yeah. That's like 6 of me.
Nope, you're not wrong.
Right. Like I'm 5 foot nothing.
We both said nothing
Now
at the same
multiply
time.
that times 2.5,
Right.
basically.
Because that's basically 12.
Yeah. That's a big fucking gator, dude. So it wouldn't take much anyway to snatch her if she was down by the water edge to snatch
Well,
her.
and I probably should do a little homework and find out. Sorry, hold on. What the autopsy said. Was she already dead?
It doesn't matter. But
Oh,
nonetheless,
no, because it
it's
does
sad.
matter. Because if she was already dead, then he came upon a lucky meal.
We didn't get to hear it.
If she wasn't dead, then
Dude, I wonder how many people go missing.
Can you imagine
missing.
being the person that stumbled across this? Sorry, I
Like,
got a tickle.
He's just chilling.
He's like on a nature walk. And he comes up, and first of all, he freaks out because he's come across a 13-foot gator. And then he freaks out even more because the gator has a body in
One
its
of our
mouth.
Tampa offices has a pond.
They have a gator.
And there's a gator in there, and it's been there for years and years and years.
They tell you not to walk around the pond anymore.
There's a path, and you're allowed to. They just say, do not go off the path. Like, don't go by the water. Like, stay on the path.
Excuse
right?
me, I'm sorry.
So, like, it could happen.
I feel like people think...
Could you imagine if, like, that's liability?
I feel like people think, like, if I ignore the gator will ignore me, and I don't know that that's true.
Oh, no. Gator wants to eat
The
food.
gator's like, I see ankles. I'm going for the ankles. I'm dragging you in the water, and I'm doing a death barrel roll.
Maybe she was down there doing some laundry or something like that. It don't matter, dude. Those things will get you. Just like the man.
Sad thing is, she was only 41. So I think she probably had some issues. Obviously, right?
Well, life comes at you fast.
You got to be faster.
Gonna be faster than that croc.
You got to be faster.
13-foot fucking alligator that ate you.
13. I just hadn't.
Gigantic.
I haven't even thought about, like, how much do you think that sucker weighed?
I don't know. Several hundred pounds.
How much does a 13-foot alligator weigh?
It's not a croc. They're not quite as thick.
360 kilograms or 790 pounds
Yeah,
average.
it's fucking. That's 2 of Peter. Literally, he's 350.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
That's more than 2 of Peter.
So here's the
Big goddamn
PSA.
animal.
Don't go in the Florida wetlands and stray off the beaten path.
Agreed.
Because also that guy that was accused of killing his girlfriend got eaten by an alligator in the Florida swamps because that's where he was hiding. I mean, apropos,
Good for him.
obviously. But
Oh, yeah.
so
Good for him, though.
don't go into the swamps thinking you're smarter than the animals.
But I think he
basically.
went out there and he knew what was going to happen. Fairly certain. I'm fairly fucking certain. Because, you don't just go sit in the Everglades and, like...
Well, who knows?
There's so many poisonous
He might have been
snakes
sleeping
and
there. If he was hiding out there, he was sleeping there, and it could have come and got him in his sleep.
Hopefully. I would have preferred this. All right. I got one more fun story to wrap up, and then we'll hit some...
Awesome. Feel good.
We'll hit some feel goods. So I do love me some alien stuff. Kentucky City beams message into space inviting extraterrestrial visitors. Lexington, Kentucky has come up with an out of this world campaign to promote tourism.
Okay.
Lexington. Why can't I say Lexington? I'm saying Lexington.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, that town. Convention and Visitors Bureau use an infrared laser to beam a message into space to invite extraterrestrial visitors. First thing you'll notice as you descend through Earth's atmosphere, above, this is the message.
Yes.
Above central Kentucky is a lush green countryside that surrounds Lexington's
That's what they're telling the aliens.
vibrant city center. Yes.
Okay.
That's our famous bluegrass. The message begins. It goes on to describe gentle rolling hills, horse farms, and
do we even know if they can read? Isn't it all about music and flashing
about
lights?
the Kentucky people or
No.
the aliens?
I mean, great question, but I'm talking about the aliens. They're all about flashing lights and sounds.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain. I don't think they're the problem at this point. So it goes on to say the gentle rolling hills, horse farms, and bourbon before suggesting places to stay and eat and shop. The idea for the campaign came
don't eat
from
the people.
recent UFO revelations and advances in deep space imaging that have fueled the belief that we are not alone in the universe. So just a fun little thing, right? That I appreciate.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Interspace.
I mean, yes,
tourism.
are they way smarter than us? Maybe.
Yeah,
Likely,
fuck
if
yeah.
they're doing interstellar travel. But can they read? Because every science fiction movie you've ever watched about it, there's music and noise and lights and not so much words.
No,
And you know,
because they
movies,
don't need words.
movies are always right.
They're beyond words. They're beyond written words. But one of the first space probes we sent out has like songs and like things etched all over it.
Did you ever
and-
see? It was the movie with Adam Sandler.
Yes, I've seen every movie.
No.
with Adam
You
Sandler.
haven't seen this one probably, but it's the video game one where the aliens.
Of course.
They find a
Yeah.
capsule and it shows like Space Invaders and like all these war
Yeah,
games, and they
Pac-Man
think
and- yeah, yeah.
think that this is actually like us attacking them.
Mhm.
So they come
Kevin
and challenge
James.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kevin James.
I
very
know
good.
the movie.
Can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I can't either. That would be the best case scenario.
What? Us
That.
only bringing video games to us?
Yeah, they're gonna kill us with video games. That's the best case scenario. Worst case
I'm really
scenario,
good at video games, so I could survive.
they're gonna mine the planet. They're gonna murder all of us.
That is
Gonna drain it of
Independence Day,
water.
right? Like that's
Yeah.
the whole theory about
Yeah.
Independence Day. So, I mean, that's why I'm so like, do I want aliens? Do I not want aliens? If they're just gonna come and kill and pillage and ruin, no. If they're enlightened,
They're
beings,
more than likely gonna do that.
If they're enlightened beings, sure.
Every species out there likes to conquer another species.
There's a reason why they're here.
Absolutely. It's a human. Well, that's a human. Maybe that's a human trait. Maybe that's just me saying that as a human.
Maybe, perhaps.
What's your feel good for the night, honey?
So my peel good.
Jesus Christ, we're having a hard time speaking tonight.
My feel good has been the last 2 days. So I am in a team of probably 20 to 25 people. We are finally all centralized for the first time on the same team.
Yeah, nice.
It's amazing because we've had this planning conference for the last 2 days, and it's not only energized me from like a professional standpoint to like get out there and conquer 2024, but it's been really fun to I know I like all these people individually. It's great to have all of us come together and really get to celebrate each other and hang out outside of work.
Yeah.
We're all extroverts. I mean, obviously we're project managers, right? So we have to be people, and it's really funny.
People.
It's really funny to get, I'd say the last 2 nights have been, of the 25 people, it's probably been a good 15 of us to come out and like hang out and just have fun and talk about your hobbies and your families and stuff that you maybe won't talk about at work. So it's just been fun to hang out with these people that live all over. That
awesome.
you don't get to see very often, but then when you do see, it's like you just pick up right where you left off. So that was fun for me.
Very cool. I'm going
What's
to
yours?
shoot you a picture real quick to
Am I
you,
supposed to
to
share
your
it?
phone, because I
To
dropped
my phone or
the
to my
goddamn-
iPad?
to you, whatever, because I dropped the goddamn connector again. I'm
You're texting it?
going to drop it to you real quick here.
So in text or a picture
It's
on
gonna
my
go to your
photos.
text, yeah. It'll come to you in just a
There
second.
it is. Accept.
So this is my feel good.
Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. I'll talk about it.
Holy smackers. He's big.
So, dog who roamed Alabama for months with trash cans stuck on top of his head
Oh.
is finally freed. The box that caged in Bear, the dog's face, for nearly a year was from a
So he was
large
a stray.
trash can. Yeah,
A year?
yeah.
How
they
did he
couldn't catch him.
eat?
So he basically had a helmet on
Right.
the whole time.
So his head was sticking out one
Yep.
of those holes, right?
So Cane Corso, whose dog here, I'll show you. There you go. Cane Corso, who roamed the streets of Mobile, Alabama for months with a boxy
Sweet
trash can
boy.
top on his head, has finally been freed. They literally did everything to try and
How'd they
catch
finally
this dog.
catch him? Does it say?
Took him forever, yeah.
A year, obviously.
So Martin Miller, a Scottish dog rescuer living in Deep South, shared an update on the social media platform saying Bear on Wednesday, in which he had detailed how the rescuers managed. Huge news. There was a dog in Mobile, Alabama that had a box trapped on his head. Traps didn't work because the box was too big.
Oh, he couldn't
Right,
get
he
in
couldn't get into it with that box. They had one of those big cages that drops it behind him.
Yeah.
Couldn't get into it.
it. Oh,
So
poor
he was
baby.
going for the food, but he couldn't get in.
Yeah, and how frustrating is that? Probably
Right. So he
for
says
him.
for the catcher. Yeah.
For the dog, because
that
he
too.
wants what's in it.
So he said, well, today the amazing team from both the city of Mobile, Animal Services, Mobile County Animal Shelter came together and we got the box off the dog's head. They did that and then the dog bolted again. Right. But they at least got the dog. Then what happened
How did he
is
bolt again? You feel like you would
because
have
they
like had
finally
him.
were able to wrestle it off
I know,
his
but
head.
a leash on him before. I guess can't really
But
put a leash
they
on
went
him
back
with that
the
fox.
next day and put a cage out.
And they caught him
and
finally.
they caught him again, one of those
Okay.
traps. So they caught him again. So I was like, after a year, you're like, holy shit.
Can you imagine when he got that off and got free?
He's
He
like,
was like,
"Oh."
oh my gosh, I can scratch
Can you
my
imagine
ear.
sleeping like every day with that thing?
He probably was sleeping like this on
However,
it. But he
it's an
probably could
entire
also
trash can
hasn't been able to
lid.
scratch his ear for a
Right?
year.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, right? I didn't even think of that. Can't scratch your head. Can't rub your eyes.
Nope.
Any of it. And dogs do that shit all the time.
All
so
the
that's my
time.
feel good.
That's a good feel
Thought
good,
that was
baby.
a good one. So yeah.
It is good.
Wednesday night entertainment, real quick. HBO Max. I'm getting into Yellow Jackets.
Yeah?
Like I'm in it. I'm deep. I'm like 6
You're in it
episodes
to win
in.
it?
I forgot about it. I watched the first episode, 2 episodes.
Right?
Forgot about it. Getting pretty good, dude. I think there's a couple seasons of it.
There is.
All right. I'm only
haven't
like
seen
a
it.
few episodes, 6 episodes in. If you haven't seen it, it's on HBO Max.
Would I like
oh,
it?
no, I'm watching it on Paramount.
Yeah, you're watching it on
Paramount,
Paramount
because
because it's
it's a
Paramount and Showtime. So would I like it?
Yeah, I think you would.
Okay. Is it kind of paranormally?
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to figure out.
Okay.
So
That's what
I don't
the
want to give
gist I
too much
got.
away. If you haven't seen it, it's one of those. There are some paranormal things, but I don't know if it's real or like if they're
Imagine because they just
empaths or
like
who knows.
you,
Right?
you haven't quite gotten that
They're all
piece yet.
everybody's fucking traumatized as shit. They just
Well,
crashed the plane and all
yeah.
this shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's good.
Okay.
It's worth
Cool.
a watch.
Also we're
Cool.
almost done with Brother's Son.
Oh yeah,
It's getting we have one left and I'm like, oh my gosh, tomorrow night.
funny story. I was at
Okay.
happy hour with Casey, one of the Caseys,
Right.
and he was talking about 80s movies. He follows some podcast that brings up like covers
Which-
old.
Evans, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
it covers old 80s movies,
Yes.
and he's like, "Do you guys remember Jim Cotta?"
Oh my
From
gosh,
that
it was
show.
just on that.
It was
And
just in that
I've
show.
never seen or heard of it
Yeah.
until that show.
And I
so
was
that's
like,
kind of
"Holy
funny.
shit!" So I showed Brother Son to him. I was like, "You need to go watch this. It's kind of a spoofy, fun, like
Where they want to be Jim Cotta.
Jim Cotta."
Yeah.
right.
And I don't even know the movie, but I know that's what they want to
Jim
be.
Cotta.
But
If you haven't seen Jim Cotta,
check out Brother's
you
Son.
need
It's
to go
really fun.
check out Jim Cotta.
They're like 45 minutes each, and
Brother
there's like
Son
8
is
of them.
on Netflix.
Yes.
If you haven't seen Jim Cotta,
I'm not going to watch it.
go back to the 80s archive and check out Jim Cotta.
All right. I got to pee.
All right. Cheers. We will catch you guys on Friday at 7 p.m.
Bye,
In the
guys.
meantime, go out, like, subscribe, do all the things.